Have you ever looked at an old camera and thought, why don't they make that feature anymore? Well, it turns out that most of those missing features didn't vanish by accident, they were actually replaced. So today we're looking at 5 camera features that are very slowly disappearing and what's going to be replacing them. Some of these changes are great. Others, well, let's just say not everyone's going to be thrilled. But by the end of this video, you'll know which ones that you will actually miss and which ones you're going to happily see go. Greetings all. Let's dive straight into these 5 camera features that are fading away into history, starting with something that pros actually used to swear by. Once upon a time, dual card slots were a badge of honour. If your camera didn't have 2, you clearly wasn't a pro. But that is changing fast. So dual card slots made perfect sense back when memory cards were small, slow and occasionally unreliable. Shooting to 2 cards was like wearing suspenders and a belt. But modern cameras now offer huge, lightning fast internal storage. Internal SSDs can write faster than any external card, and you can back up or transfer straight from USB-C without even touching the card. There's fewer moving parts, faster speeds and less chance of that dreaded card error while you're mid-wedding. Honestly, I'm actually fine with this one disappearing as long as the external storage stays reliable. And besides, it means one less tiny thing loose at the bottom of your bag, right next to that missing camera lens and your dignity after missing that perfect shot. Next up, goodbye weird cables and hello USB-C. And for years, camera companies have loved their custom cables. Each brand their own weird shape, size and price tag. Need to charge or tether your camera and you've bought the wrong cables? Yes, shoot's over. Thankfully, USB-C has ended all of these problems thanks to these new regulations and a bit of common sense, to be honest with you. Almost every new camera now has USB-C for data, charging and accessories. And thinking about it, it's not just about convenience. USB-C can handle faster data transfers, higher power delivery and even support accessories that used to need custom ports. Honestly, it's about time. Micro USB was like that one friend who showed up late and still complained about the bill. Let's face it, if your new camera still uses micro USB, that's not retro, that's a cry for help. Remember portrait mode, landscape mode, sports mode? All those icons on that big dial at the top of your camera, yeah, those things are on the endangered list too. I mean, scene modes were a simple idea. Let the camera's preset settings for different sort of scenarios. The problem, they were blunt tools. The camera didn't know exactly what you were shooting. It's basically just guessing. And let's face it, most of the time you got it wrong. But now genuinely AI can see the scene. It recognises faces, motion, light direction, even subjects and adjusts the exposure, aperture and focuses accordingly. So instead of fiddling between portrait and night modes and all the other stuff on this dial, your camera knows exactly what's happening and reacts automatically. And for beginners, this is a huge win. Now I'm going to say that parts of me are going to be missing yelling at my camera. No, that's not a sunset, that's my flipping cat. Manufacturers are already ditching scene modes entirely on most of the camera range, mainly mid to your pro models, but the dial is cleaner, the workflow smoother, and AI is finally smart enough. Okay, this is a big one. The death of the mechanical shutter. Mechanical shutters have been around since, well, basically the birth of photography itself. They are loud, wear out, and can take up valuable space in your camera. Electronic shutters are now so good, they're nearly eliminated issues like rolling shutter and banding. And some even use global shutters, which reads the entire sensor at once. No distortion, no limits, no flash sync, and total silence. I really think about it, it's perfect for things like weddings, wildlife, theatre, anywhere where you need stealth. And with no moving parts, your camera's lifespan jumps dramatically. I mean, the Z9 and the A9 III have proven it's possible to go fully electronic without compromise. Although I've missed that satisfying click, it's like the camera saying, "Yes, master, I have captured your art. Now it's just silent judgment." Eventually the mechanical shutter will go the way of the film winder. You know, nostalgic but unnecessary. And I'm going to be okay with that. And finally, the humble pop-up flash. Ah yes, every beginner's worst lighting teacher. I mean, pop-up flashes were everywhere on older DSLRs. They were convenient, but let's be honest, the light was harsh, flat, and almost always unflattering. And quite a lot of the time broke constantly. Springs, hinges, misfires, they were the weakest link on any camera. Now we've got small, powerful LED panels, external flashes, and even smartphone style computational lighting. You can get better results without sacrificing space and reliability. Plus, removing the pop-up means one less thing to accidentally smack your forehead when it springs up unexpectedly. Manufacturers know that nobody's crying over this one. The pop-up flash lived a good life, but it's time to rest forever. So are these disappearing features a loss or progress? Honestly, probably a bit of both. And cameras are becoming cleaner, smarter, and more reliable. Less mechanical clutter, more electronic precision, and features that actually make shooting easier. But there's also something special about old gear. The tactile feel, the clunky sounds, the charm of imperfection, just maybe not the pop-up flash. It'd be interesting to know what you think. I mean, which of these camera features will or do you miss? Or are you going to be glad to see them gone? So drop in the comments below, because I'd love hearing about everyone's adapting to the new tech. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, give us that thumbs up, hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more photography related stuff. So until the next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.